Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Altar Tron. And we're going to speed it up as fast as possible by playing a cost reducer with Foundry Inspector, which says artifacts used to cast cost 1 less to cast. So most of our deck is artifacts. We're going to be pairing that with our Urza's lands, the sweetest Urza's tower that exists as far as art goes. And we're going to be trying to go off sacrificing our Mirror Retriever with the Ashnod's Altar, make infinite mana really quickly when you have Foundry Inspector in play. You can also make infinite mana by sacrificing with a Golem Foundry in play, but it's a lot less speedy. And then we're going to just blast our opponent with makeshift munitions, or we will attack them for infinite with Golem Foundry. If you haven't checked this deck out, there's a lot of videos as well. And I'm going to be going down on CMC here with Eviscerator's Insight, which is a new card from Modern Horizons 3 over Rowan's Grim Search. We'll see how that goes. I'm going 4 Expedition Map and 2 Crop Rotation to get Tron online as fast as possible. And then Candy Trail can dig. It's really awesome. We're just trimming to 2 Weather Storms from the main deck, no Bobble. So if Makeshift Munitions gets blown up or countered, we will probably lose, but we'll see how that goes. Then we have Stream of Thought in the sideboard for facing our Weather the Storm opponents. Additionally, in the sideboard, I'm going up to 4 Karkland Shaman because of the Glee combo decks and Scatter Shots, which also can handle those. And we don't really need that many Ancient Grudges anymore. So our plan now versus something like Bogles is to try to erase them, life gain wise. I know I kind of rambled, but if you want to check out more videos of this deck, they're all over my channel. And the sideboard guides for Altar Tron are all up on Patreon, which is patreon.com/kalikaiz. Make sure to like and subscribe on the video. Let me know what you thought about my build and the gameplay. That would be awesome. I always love the feedback and comments. Check out cardmarket.com if you want to get your battle box going and get Altar Tron as well. And we'll see you in the matches. Okay, match 1. We're on the play versus It's Neo X. We have no lands, so we're going to mull. Now we have probably a pretty decent hand here. The Wellspring is the only card I think I'm going to get rid of. Let's get rid of the Wellspring. We're trying to use the Candy Trail to set up and try to find our power plant and or an expedition map. Candy Trail finds an expedition map and a refractor. Awesome. So on the next turn, we play expedition map, and then we play our... I wonder if they have a Spell Pierce here. Our opponent has an upkeep stop. Kind of scary. So I think I'm going to not play a land and then play the Candy Trail and see if they Spell Pierce. They did. Great. That worked perfectly. We'll play the Expedition map now. Very nice. Tricked them. They're also not accelerating out their graveyard stuff right now. They could boomerang my Expedition map, but I don't think that'll do that much for them. They play an island, so now we are going to crack the map for the power plant. And then we can play the power plant and draw a card off the Candy Trail and pass the turn. Okay, so against this terror deck, the Golem tokens are really good because it just stalls for so long. We'll see if our Foundry Inspector will resolve though. Because if it does, we can go Inspector into Foundry, Refractor, Mirror Retriever. They cycle. Now they have 2, 3, 4, 5 in the graveyard. So they're incentivized to play out their terror right now, leaving up just 1 mana, if they have the terror in hand. They play a Delver, leaving up their counterspell. Okay. I'm going to lead on the Foundry Inspector. Play the Inspector here, see what happens. They're going to counterspell the Inspector. Okay, they're not going to counterspell the Inspector. They accidentally leave their mana open. So we're going to go to the next phase. They're going to snap it. Okay. Play Expedition map. And then I'll just grab a tower. Or I can get the Conduit Pylons. We'll grab the Pylons so that we can scry. Or I guess Surveil here, not scry. Energy Refractor on top. So we can have another Spell Pierce. I'll pass because I don't want to get wrecked by a Spell Pierce. Opponent's going to Brainstorm. That sets up their Delver so they can turn into a 3/2 flyer. Let's see what they flipped. A Disrupt. Okay, so we just have to play around that. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1, draw a card. So, not that relevant here. So they have 3 unknowns in hand. And play the Foundry Inspector out again. Okay, they have a Nullify. Let's attempt the Golem Foundry. They have a Counterspell. Annoying. Play the Energy Refractor. And draw a card. So next turn, I guess if we find a land, okay, we'll play the land. Pass. We'll play out the Mirror Retriever, and then the Mirror Retriever is going to get back to Golem Foundry later on. Our opponent plays a Cryptic Serpent with 2 cards in hand, one of them being a Disrupt. Okay, so they have Disrupt in hand. All right, they get to draw a card regardless of whether or not we play into it. So like any instant or sorcery that we cast, they can just cast the Disrupt. Okay, let's go green. I don't know if I want to give it to them. Maybe it's worth it. Let's Crop Rotation the Swamp. They can cast our Disrupt and draw a card. I'm going to get the Conduit Pylons so I can set up my draw off this Energy Refractor here. We're going to graveyard that. Go ahead and play an Energy Refractor. Hunting Eviscerator's Insight. We'll play the Mirror Retriever. And then I guess I could Eviscerator's Insight one of my Energy Refractors. Just use my mana. And then I'll pay the 1 later. Let's blast the Refractor and draw 2 cards. Happily pay the 1. Okay, the 1 has been paid. On Makeshift Munitions and Mirror Retriever. So if we get back the Foundry Inspector off the Mirror Retriever, then we can use all of our mana to just start Makeshift Munitions, just blasting them with the Makeshift Munitions, which is pretty sick. Well, not every mana, right? So it's 2 mana. So maybe that's not worth it. Get back the Golem Foundry regardless. Looks like they don't want to attack with the Cryptic Serpent because they don't want to give me back my stuff. So we'll just start with the Makeshift Munitions. Okay, they are going to attack. We'll block. Get back the Golem Foundry. Pass the Golem Foundry here. Do you have a counterspell? They don't. Let's play Makeshift Munitions. Do you have a counterspell? They don't. Play a Mirror Retriever. Actually, I probably should have played the Chromatic Star first in case they had a Spell Pierce. That was a bit of a mistake. I guess I have to play into it now. I don't have to, but I want to use my mana. Do you have the Spell Pierce? It appears that they don't. Sweet. So now they're pretty dead. Like, we can just chump block the Serpent and start throwing our Mirror Retrievers at the Insectile Aberration. So Delver's going to be dead. They're still attacking. We will block. And now, when we play out the Retriever and start using it to loop, I mean, they could have drawn a counterspell. It'd be weird for them not to have played the Delver last turn, though. I will attempt to play a Mirror Retriever. Okay, that works. So now every 3 mana is 1 Mirror Retriever cast and 1 ping. Let's start by killing this Delver. Just get that one off the table. Get back a Mirror Retriever. And then we'll play another Retriever. And start popping off the Insectile Aberration. And we're also generating golems here, which is really nice. Shoot that with the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Retriever. Shoot it. We're going to play another Mirror Retriever, and then shoot it, and then play another Mirror Retriever. I'm just not playing around anything from them at this point. One of the cards that they could have here would be Force Spike, which would be a problem. They snapped their Delver. That is fine. Now they've revealed that they don't have anything. Just cast our spell. If they attack, we can pop out 2 golems and then just trade those with the Cryptic Serpent, and then we'll be free and clear. I guess maybe they could still have counterspells coming up. Plays a Delver. So snaps indicate that they're not on the Boomerang list, which is pretty nice for me. Interestingly, they're brainstorming after playing the Delver, so I guess they're just trying to set up their Delver draw. I think I might have brainstormed first in case I didn't want to keep the Delver in hand, because that would have given us them a little bit more value. Play a second Delver. Okay. I'll pop out some golems and let them decide what they want to do. Their Delvers are dead, though, and they concede. Sweet. So we need this Nile Spell Bombs. And I still think I want to play the Crop Rotations, because getting Tron online is very important. I don't think Makeshift Munitions is that necessary. It did help us there, but it's not necessary to win the game. And we can trim on 1 altar and maybe 1 inspector, or we could Usually sometimes I like to board into Fangren Marauders in this matchup because it allows us to like out life gain them, but it is pretty slow. Let's just trim these and bring in the Nile Spell Bombs. See how that goes. I think a couple of Weather Storms are pretty important though. So we have a turn 1 Spell Bomb. I think we're keeping. Our opponent plays an island into a Delver, so they're fine with me disrupting their graveyard a bit. Probably want to try to get Tron online with the Candy Trail. Let's go for Tower into Candy Trail. And our Scry sees 2 Mirror Retrievers, so no thanks. We need lands. We need the Tron lands. My opponent is going to Brainstorm to set up their Delver. Pretty important for them to attack for 3. Hopefully that makes them not be able to keep a land. They reveal Spell Pierce. Okay. Attack for 3. I will go Conduit Pylons and play the Mirror Retriever, I think. Kind of crop rotation. Okay, let's play the Pylons. So now we can maybe... Oh, we have the Power Plant now. Okay, so Tron is coming. Play the Mirror Retriever. We just have to get into a situation where they feel like they can tap out, and if they tap out, then we can crop into Tron. Might be better to crop the Swamp, though, because that gives us colored sources left over. That would be like a turn 4 Tron. They Thought Scour themselves. Brainstorm, Brainstorm, Thought Scour, so they play another Delver. Spell Pierce still in hand. It's in for 3. We get a 14. I'm going to play the Swamp and the Nile Spellbomb. They'd have to use a counter spell here. And then we can crop rotation and play the Candy Trail. They decided not to use the... So 1, 2, 3. They can play a Terror for 4 mana next turn at the moment. Let's see if Delver flips. Flips on a Lorien Revealed. That's nice for them. Got double Delver going. Okay. So we'll take the 6. We do have like Weather the Storm to gain life back, the Candy Trail as well. It's Spell Pierce and 3 unknowns. You know you want to play your Terror. Do it. Right. They decided not to. Rack the Candy Trail, draw a card. On a Golem Foundry, which we can't really cast right now. We need the mana. I'll go ahead and play another Candy Trail. Another Golem Foundry and an Energy Refractor. Like, these are pretty good. We only need 1 Golem Foundry in play. And I do think Energy Refractor is good, but we still have to get to the point where we can get the crop rotation off. So maybe I'm gonna... I guess I'm keeping that. Let's attack you. And then in their draw stop, we'll just use the Spell Bomb, drawing the Refractor, and then we can draw from the Candy Trail. Spell Bomb you. We draw the Refractor that we knew about. And then we'll go yield until the next end step. They cycle the Lorien Revealed. 4 mana available. One of them's a Spell Pierce. Gets in for 6. Okay. We draw. Go to 7. Find the mine. Okay, now we're chilling. And I will attempt a Golem Foundry. Okay, play Energy Refractor. The Storm is 2. I don't think we need to Weather the Storm right now, though. Wait till next turn, and then get more value out of it. Let's attack for 1. Our opponent is currently at 18. I'm not making very much progress there, but they do have 6 power in the air. They're going to send 6. We will go to 2. We're at 2. They're passing the turn. We're going to Insight, sacrificing the Mirror Retriever, getting back Candy Trail. Candy Trail can gain its life as well as be a cheap way to do stuff. They're going to Spell Pierce. Okay, I'll pay for the Spell Pierce. I don't know why they thought they could do that. They must have double Spell Pierce in hand. Okay, they just messed up, I guess. Fair enough. We'll go land, make a green, attempt to crop rotation this. If they counter it, we're not down that much mana, to be honest. Get a tower. And then we'll make a green. Crop rotation this one. And we have a lot of mana. Get a mine. Play a Candy Trail. Get a golem. And then we can scry. They're going to counter the Candy Trail because they're afraid. They're afraid of my life gain. Play a Chromatic Star. Little did you know that I was going to gain lots and lots and lots of life. Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star here. Boom. Draw a card, and then we draw 2 more cards. Expedition map, that's another 1-drop we can cast. Okay, so let's go Chromatic Star. Play Expedition map. I'm gonna crack the star for black. Let's see, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Crack this for black. Going to Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing the Expedition map. Try to draw 2 cards. Okay, let's play the Nile Spellbomb now. I don't think it matters. Play the Expedition map. Well, maybe they'll counter the Nile Spellbomb. Let's play the Spellbomb. That would add to the storm count if they counter it. No counter. It resolves, and we're gonna go plus 33 life. Easy peasy. They have 6 damage. We have 6 damage on the table. The only thing we have to worry about is like Echoing Truth on the Golem Foundry tokens. So maybe we just like don't spew out the golems right away. We have to worry about them using Steel Sabotage on the Golem Foundry as well. So if we just F6, they could Steel Sabotage it, and then we would get wrecked. Okay, we're at 35. Comfortably at 35 now. I think Altar Tron is pretty good versus Terror decks. They play Alluring Revealed. Is that it? Swing 6. I'm going to make 2 golems and pass the turn. So here I think I do want to crack the Expedition maps just to get the lands out of my deck. So tower, map. We don't have a Polluted Mire to search for, and that was an intentional choice. It's as a tap land, I think it's kind of not that great right now. Crack this one. Grab pylons. Crack this one. Grab another pylons. Play the Energy Refractor. And make another golem here. Draw a card. Okay, Wellspring. Okay, draw a card. Mirror Retriever. Let's start by using this to draw a card. Make a black. And we'll pay. Finding a Deadly Dispute. Okay, let's make a black again. And Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. If I draw into the Ashnod's Altar, it's GG. We find a Candy Trail. So let's start with the Candy Trail here. I think it's GG anyway. Okay, round 1 over. Let's see it in round 2. Okay, round 2 versus Ducketh. They're playing an avatar of Sire of Famine. Okay. Some sort of black deck avatar. We're going to mulligan a no-lander. Darn. The price you pay for 17 lands. Okay, this is a lot better. Let's keep and put back Weather and Blood Fountain. And then we'll just try to rip some lands. We have a draw here. They're on green. Elves. Okay, so we have to be fast. Land, play their Refractor. Find a Deadly Dispute. They play a Quirion Ranger, so we don't know if it's walls or elves yet. If it's walls, we have a good, well, a relatively decent sideboard strategy of killing everything that they have. Is walls. Crashing Drawbridge is pretty scary. Pylons, see what's on top. Another pylons. Let's graveyard that. Play a Foundry Inspector and pass the turn. Hope for the best. Sometimes they don't have it. Plays a Winding Way. Finding Battlement, Drift, Forest, Battlement. So they can untap their Finehorn Elves and then they can play the Battlement here. And then they have to give it haste. Then they can play another Battlement. Then they can untap the Haste Giver and then give it haste again. Okay, now they have 5 mana. And they play Lead the Stampede. Axebane over here. So we're dead next turn. An Expedition map. Bracket. Get Tron online. Play the tower. Or let's go Wellspring here. Draw a card. Make a black. Deadly Dispute. I don't think there's anything we can do. Find a makeshift munitions. Alright, I believe we're dead. But if they don't kill us, then we can kill them, I think. Just take out all their stuff. Were they on the play? They were on the draw, so I can't even complain about that. Okay. So all they have to do is play the Axebane Guardian, and then give it haste, and then drift for drift, and drift again. Then they can get, like, their combo kill. Maybe they won't do it. Plays a second Axebane Guardian. Gives everything haste. Galvanic Alchemist. Alright. They got me. We are bringing in all the Krark-Clan Shamans, all the Scatter Shots. And then we don't need the Weather Storms at all. We need to make 4 more cuts. So I guess we can just cut the golem foundries. And then this is our combo. And we need to make some more trims. Blood fountain probably can come out. Like maybe 1 altar and 1 blood fountain. If we have infinite mana, we can just makeshift munitions kill them regardless, or we can just attack with our inspectors and our mirror retrievers. But the main plan is to try to Krark them into the ground. Okay, we have Krarkland Shaman, mine. Let's keep, play the mine, play the map, and pass the turn. Just in case I draw a Tron land off the top. Otherwise you could have gone Conduit Pylons into map. Play Jasper Sentinel. Okay, let's play the Pylons. Find a Chromatic Star on top. If I can top that, play a Chromatic Star, play a Candy Trail. Next turn, I guess both of these are good. Top, top. Sort of weird because I want to just make land drops. I also would like to make the Tron land drops. Star on top. And Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star here and draw the other star. Kind of saving the expedition map until I find something to do. Let's play this star. Pass the turn. If they play an Axebane Guardian here, I'm going to wipe the board. Okay, there's an Axebane. They attack for 1. Okay, so we can go Chromatic Star. Find a mine. Play a Chromatic Star. Let's see. If I go Ashnod's Altar, practice. I need to sacrifice 3 things regardless, right? Let's go Chromatic Star. I'm going to sacrifice star, treasure token. All right, let's play the Krarkland Shaman here. Sacrifice the star. Holding control. Sacrifice another star. Oh, you know what? That is a reason to leave the Blood Fountain in so I can get the Krarkland Shamans back and continue to wipe them. So, I think I can sacrifice the Candy Trail. And pass the turn. They play a land. I mean, we 2-for-1 them. 4 mana. Plays a Lead the Stampede. So they either overtap for that or they have a 1-drop to play. I don't know why they tapped all 4 mana. They have a Quirion Ranger that they can cast. And play Ichor Wellspring. And then we find the tower. So I can map for the mine or the power plant. And then I have 5 cards in hand. I'll pass the turn in case that matters, but next turn we'll have Ashnod's Altar into Mirror Retriever, sack Mirror Retriever, get something back, then Scattershot them. They play Overgrown Battlement. They don't play out the Crashing Drawbridge, which is interesting. They're getting in first, then they're going to untap. Yeah, I should have left the Blood Fountain in the deck. That was a mistake. 3 mana. Cast a Quirion Ranger, Crashing Drawbridge. We're going to Eviscerator's Insight the Wellspring. Drawing a map. And a Scattershot. So, Power Plant. Ashnod's Altar. Play Mirror Retriever. Oh, we have a Krarkland Shaman, okay. That doesn't kill them. Maybe I go Expedition Map. I have 3 mana. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Get back a Chromatic Star. Storm is 4. Or 3. Whatever I cast is going to be Storm 4, and then I can Scattershot, right? So, go Wellspring, play the Wellspring, Storm's 4, kill this, and that. Hit the Wellspring, play the Wellspring, another Krark, and play the Scattershot. Bam. Then just F6 here. We're going to point it at the Quirion Ranger first, and then... Wait, what? Oh well. I messed up, I guess. The rest at the Crashing Drawbridge, take it off the table. 4 mana for the opponent. Plays a Shield Wall Sentinel. So the Drawbridge is gone. What are they going to get? It's an Axebane Guardian. They can tap and untap the Battlement. Okay, plays an Axebane Guardian and an Axebane Guardian. So now we can wipe their board again with the Krarkland Shaman. It's not great, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, Krarkland Shaman again. Land. Control. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice this. And then we will Deadly Dispute the Krarkland Shaman. And now I can even scattershot them. Play my Foundry Inspector, play a Candy Trail, makeshift munitions on top, I'll take that. And then we'll draw a card, and I don't know if I need to blast them right now. I'm going to pass. They have 104. I think we can do better. Plays an Overgrown Battlement. Vivian's Grizzly. Okay, so we're going to scattershot the Grizzly. Or just the removal deck here. Take it out. My turn. I don't have anything I can do, though. I think I'm going to play the Krarklan Shaman. Then I'm going to attack you with the Foundry Inspector. See if they want to have their creature die. Say no. And then we're going to just sacrifice my Inspector. Okay, so now I have a Wellspring. Draw a card. Another Wellspring. Draw a card again. Energy Refractor is great. And then we can play Power into Mirror Retriever and pass the turn. So now they can't currently cast like Reaping the Graves or anything. They cast to Lead the Stampede again. So we can get back the Foundry Inspector and then make our makeshift munitions pings pretty easy. There's a Shield Wall Sentinel. Okay. And they found, they had cast to Lead the Stampede, finding Drift, Overgrown Battlement, Shield Wall Sentinel. What are they going to get with that? It's an Axebane Guardian. Okay. On a crop rotation. They have the Refractor in place, so I guess maybe they can crop green. At this crop rotation, grabbing a tower. Play the Mirror Retriever. Red. Play the makeshift munitions. So now we can, let's see. For 4 mana, just take out your wall here. This one. Sacrifice this. Get back Mirror Retriever. And they scoop it up. Sweet. Okay, we do need the Blood Fountain, because that can bring back the Krarks. Just infinite Krarks. Let's see if we can make it happen again. Okay, so if we had exactly another a mine on top, this would be a heck of a keep, because we could just blast them. I think I have to mulligan. Okay, mulligan again. Sad times. Power plant mine. Okay, we're gonna keep. Put back the 2 swamps. Go mine into star. And then turn 2, we're going to play the power plant. Our opponent plays on turn 2 an Overgrown Battlement. Find an Eviscerator's Insight. Let's draw a card. Did not find a tower. They're going to Winding Way here. And they hit Forest, Forest, Wall of Roots. So they can untap, play land, play the Wall of Roots. They find a Valakut Invoker as well. Mirror Retriever for me. Play the Candy Trail. See if I can find a tower. No, but I found a Scattershot. I don't think the mine is useful. I'll top the Scattershot. Practice for black. Is that useful? Yes. Practice for black. Draw the Scattershot. Conduit Pylons. Looking for tower. I'll graveyard that. That's kind of a neat synergy. And then I'm going to draw 2 off the Candy Trail, Eviscerator's Insight. Finding the tower. Okay. So now I can Scattershot them a little bit. They play a Crashing Drawbridge. They untap their Battlement. 4 mana. Plays a Lead the Stampede. So I need Storm to be 5 to kill these 2. They find Drift of Phantasms, Secret Door, Axebane, Vivian's Grizzly. Plays the Axebane Guardian. Crazy. Okay. So, tower. Start with a crop rotation for Storm count. Grab a tower. Play a Candy Trail. This does add Storm. We already have Storm from the Mirror Retriever though, so let's bottom the Refractor, top the star. Draw a card. Play the star. Crack for red. Deadly Dispute. I have 5 mana. If I use 3 of this, I'll have 3 left over. Play the Mirror Retriever. I kill this and that. I have 4 mana. I have Secret Door. I can't let them have any colored sources. We know most of the cards in their hand. I guess I'm going to kill Wearing Ranger, Mirror Retriever, and Axebane Guardian. And then I can get back Chromatic Star and then I play the Chromatic Star and Deadly Dispute it next turn. Okay, that's a plan. One here, the rest at the Axebane Guardian, and I'm gonna get back my Chromatic Star. So now they have 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana with the Wall of Roots. Plays a land. 1 unknown in hand. If it's an Axebane Guardian, we're probably dead. Plays Shield Wall Sentinel. So that can grab them an Axebane Guardian, and then they can play it. Okay. They can play it. They can give it haste. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. We find a Karkland Shaman. I think I have to Chromatic Star, make a black, Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. I have 2 artifacts on the table right now. Now I find a Candy Trail and an Inspector. Go Inspector, play the Candy Trail, find a Deadly Dispute. The problem is that I don't have enough mana. I want to kill everything. And I'm going to run out of mana. I guess the Deadly Dispute converts this into another artifact. 1, 2, 3. Let's bottom this. Pop the Deadly Dispute. Go land. If I sacrifice the Candy Trail, I'll draw the Deadly Dispute. And I have to Deadly Dispute this. Well, actually, I can just go. That doesn't work either. Maybe I just play the Krark out and then see what they do. I don't really want to use my stuff right now. They don't know that necessarily. Like, we can just sacrifice in response to the combo. We play the Grizzly. They're going to use the Grizzly, finding a Caretaker. Now the problem here is that now they have Drift for Reaping. They're going to use the Grizzly again, finding another Ceruli. Going to give their creatures haste and attack. Okay. It's in. Alright, so I have Deadly Dispute. I can make a black and make another black. And then I can, like, sacrifice everything, Deadly Dispute the Karkland Shaman, and then Eviscerator's Insight. Okay, we're going to try it. Control. I guess I'm wasting some attacks, so I'm going to attack you for 3. They're going to block. Fair enough. Okay, make black. Black again. And then we're going to sacrifice everything. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice this. The problem here is that we're out of colored sources, but we can Deadly Dispute our Karkland Shaman. Found an expedition map, which can give us a colored source. Let's map and grab the pylons. Okay, pylons in hand. Cannot do anything with it. Okay. My bad. So now I guess I just Deadly Dispute the treasure token. Okay, I find a Chromatic Star. Play the Chromatic Star. Then I can also Eviscerator's Insight it, draw more cards. Then I'm out of action. But I can, whatever I draw, I'll draw 3 cards, so I guess I'm going to do that. Draw 3 cards. Mirror Retriever's good. Double Mirror Retriever. So let's see what happens. Mirror Retriever can get back the Energy Refractor. Opponent's like, you have a lot of interaction. Plays a Jaspera Sentinel and 2 Cerulis. Okay, Conduit Pylons. Graveyard that. Play Mirror Retriever. Play Mirror Retriever. We're going to Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing a Mirror Retriever to draw 2 cards. Getting back the Refractor. Draw. Play Refractor. Draw a card. So I just play the Ashnod's Altar out. Pass the turn. Opponent's gonna, what? 4 mana. Plays Shield Wall Sentinel. Grab an Axebane. They're gonna play their Secret Door. Okay. We have another Karkland Shaman. Play the Expedition map. Play another Krark, I guess. Play a land. And we'll attack you. Maybe I should have played the Krark post-combat, because then they still have their Secret Door in play here. We have no good draws, though. Need, the Blood Fountain would really wreck them at this point, I guess. Oh, and it's sad that we're got so much interaction. That's okay. I'm just trying to not die to Glee combo. Okay, so they cast a Winding Way, revealing Freed from the Real, Mirror Shell Crab, Battlement, and Shield Wall Sentinel. So the Freed from the Real is going to go to the graveyard. I suppose they are attacking. They attack for 1. Making some green, plays a Battlement. Currently we have 4 artifacts on the table. Let's take a draw. Finding a Deadly Dispute is really good. Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever. Back a Mirror Retriever. That generates an artifact for us. Okay, Wellspring. Draw a card. Refractor, draw a card. Play the Tower. Play the Mirror Retriever. And then I guess I can wipe their board here, and they'll have Axebane left over. 1 will sacrifice, 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 sacrifice. Go Krark of Dark. Sacrifice the Wellspring. Finding Eviscerator's Insight. That's awesome. Sacrifice this. Get back a Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice the Refractor. Make black. Then we'll sacrifice the Krark. Okay. Everything is dying. Now we can play the Mirror Retriever again. And I'm gonna Crop Rotation and just hope that I don't have to use the Energy Refractor for a Krark-Land Shaman. Guess we can just get another Pylons and see what's on top of the deck. Bottom the graveyard the map. And then go ahead and Viscera's Insight the Mirror Retriever to draw 2 cards again. Bring back the Mirror Retriever. So far we're like far from actually winning the game. So that's kind of a sketchy situation. We're gonna get rid of a swamp. With 2 Foundry Inspectors though, we get to make infinite mana. There's a Krark-Land Shaman again. Let's play the Foundry Inspector. Play a Wellspring. Draw a card. We're looking for, play this. Play the Mirror Retriever for 1 mana. Track this for black. I'm looking for the Makeshift Munitions or the Blood Fountain. Just map again. So we have in our deck, Makeshift Munitions, Blood Fountain. Those are the things we care about. Play land. Play another altar. I'm going to play out a Krark just in case something crazy happens. And pass the turn. We only have 5 minutes left on my clock. I've just been taking my time, I guess. So now they're going to make 1 green mana. They're going to cast a Shield Wall Sentinel. Okay. Gets an Axebane Guardian. There's the Blood Fountain. So that's the game. Make black. Play Blood Fountain. We'll go Power Plant. We're going to Blood Fountain. Get black here. We're going to grab Foundry Inspector and Mirror Retriever. Play Foundry Inspector and Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever to get back the Blood Fountain. Make it black. Play the Blood Fountain again. And then we'll just loot. Play the Refractor. And then there's the Makeshift Munitions. Okay, so now we can start killing their stuff. GG. What a long match. All right, we'll see you in round 3. Round 3 versus Pavasito. We have some stuff I'm going to keep. I think land into Candy Trail is fine here. Or what we're looking for is a mine. Let's see what happens. Power plant and a map. So let's bottom the power plant, top the map. Then we can go land, map, star. Next turn we just grab our mine. Great Furnace for the opponent. So they're on burn. I feel like we're in a good position right now, facing burn here. Play the map, play the Chromatic Star. And then next turn, we get the mine and crack the Candy Trail. And then the turn after that, we can Mirror Retriever and then block and get back the Candy Trail. They're going to attack for 3 here. We crack. We do have the altar now. So we're missing like a way to make mana, which would be the Foundry Inspector or the Golem Foundry. And we're missing another Mirror Retriever. Go mine, play the mine, gain 3 life. Finding another mine. Not the greatest. They play an Implement of Combustion. Gonna get in. We find a Foundry Inspector, so we're really close now. Let's play Ashnod's Altar. Play the Mirror Retriever. For now, I think we can just... So, like, we'll block and then Viscer's Insight getting back to Canny Trail, so maybe I should Conduit Pylons to see what's on top. Deadly Dispute. Okay. That's a little bit better than the Insight. Keep that on top. We're going to block the Tomb Raider and then crack the star for black. They play a Kuldotha Rebirth here, drawing a card off the implement. Okay. Block. So we're going to go to 14. Black here. We are just looking for a Mirror Retriever. Deadly Dispute this Mirror Retriever. Get back the Canny Trail. Gains me back this attack. Finding a Weather Storm. Sweet. So we could Weather right now. But next turn we have 2 free spells out the Foundry Inspector. Let's Conduit Pylons and see if we can find something good. Refractor's good. We'll go Foundry Inspector. Play Expedition Map. Let's use this black. I guess it doesn't matter either way. We're going to draw 2 off the Expedition Map. Draw a card. Oops. Should have played the Canny Trail first. That was a mistake. Okay, Canny Trail. We're weathering. Okay, bottom of both of these. The free spells. Deadly Dispute and Map. So, I can draw both of these so that I can Deadly Dispute the map. Which I guess it's a good use of the map at this point since I already have Tron. But I already have Viscer's. So, what do? I think I'll top both. And then we have no more extra mana, so now we just Weather the Storm. We are going to gain 21 life. And if they kill my Foundry Inspector, I can sacrifice it for colors, or for mana, and then crack the Canny Trail, drawing the Expedition Map, and then next turn drawing the Deadly Dispute. They Galvanic Blast it, so we sacrifice and draw a card. Going to 38. All right. When it's going to get in 6 damage. So let's go draw a card first. Yeah, we drew a Wellspring. That's something much better to Deadly Dispute than a map. Finding a Golem Foundry is really good. Play that. Then I think I'm just going to still Deadly Dispute here. If I find a Mirror Retriever, it's GG. Okay, we got there. Nice. And a Weather the Storm? Wow. Okay. So now we make infinite mana. Let's see how long this takes. What to do? So the way you set this up is just move your windows around so that everything's in a nice place. So your clicks don't cause that much space usage. Go Mirror Retriever, sacrifice, get the Mirror Retriever. Mirror Retriever. You'll notice that the Eviscerator's Insight is available to cast. So it stacks it weird. So you have to worry about that. Also, one thing while you're looping is that you have priority here to make a golem. So that's why this stays on the stack and you have to press OK. So I'm clicking the OK hotkey. But if you don't have the counters on this, then you have to, it will just pass right through if you have the F8 on, which I always have on. And you got to not press OK because it'll skip to the next main phase. Our opponent just kindly concedes. Nice. So post board, we are just a life gain pile. Playing some Krark Clan Shamans as well. And we can get rid of most of our combo pieces. There's probably a reason to keep the Foundry Inspectors around. Or maybe do I just want to go Krark Clan Shaman? I could just go full on Krarks. That's usually my plan for burn. Because Makeshift Munitions is just going to have 3 mana, 1 damage once I have my Mirror Retrievers on the battlefield. So I'm just a life gain pile. I definitely think that Altar Tron is relatively favored versus Kuldotha Burn. Okay. Well, our hand's not fast, but we do have a Canny Trail. The problem is they could smash the Smithereens it, and then it's extra bad for us. Well, maybe we just go Star into Wellspring. They lead on a Great Furnace and a Tomb Raider. It's in. Let's try the Star. Opponent's turn. Let's see. Okay, they play an Experimental Synthesizer, finding a Mountain. So they can use that as their land drop for the turn. Well set up. Plays an Epicure. We're going to get hit for 2. Epicure sort of has haste because it pings you on entry. So the power plant's not doing much for me right now. I'll play the Conduit Pylons. A mine I do want to keep. Let's play the Wellspring. Draw the mine. So next turn, I probably want to play the Canny Trail first. A Kuldotha Rebirth, that's scary. They have the Bushwhacker. Okay, so fortunately, I think we have to find a Crookland Shaman. So we can take out their entire board, but they have to not have a burn spell. Or we can try to Deadly Dispute here, and then if we find Weather the Storm, we can play Crookland Shaman. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. At least which puts me to 2 mana. All right, whatever. We have to Candy Trail and set up the draw. Bottom both of these. And then we'll just go red here. Play the Crookland Shaman. Pass the turn. Hopefully you don't have a burn spell. And they have the Lightning Bolt. Fair enough. So we really need to, on the draw, probably look for a fast Tron. So maybe that was the mistake that I made. Let's just run it back. We need fast Tron. Once you have Tron, everything's easy. Okay, we're on the play. Mulligan. Yikes. Mulligan again. Okay, we have turn 3 Tron. So keep. Put back the Weather the Storm. If I put back the Swamp, I'm going to be stuffed on colored sources, though. So I think I put back... But this is like really slow, too. Cancel. Let's put back this and the Swamp, and then hope to draw into colors. Definitely should not have put back the Weather Storm originally. Okay, so map in play for us. Our opponent leads on Voldaren Epicure. Puts us to 19. And makeshift munitions. We're out of colored sources. So you could just get the conduit pylons here, or you could hope to rip well with the power plant. Guess we have to get the conduit pylons. Plays a Tomb Raider. We're going to get in for 3. Pylons allows me to hold up Weather the Storm. Not that that's necessarily going to work very well. Play the pylons. Star on top. Okay, I'll play the Chromatic Star. Pass the turn. They're going Lightning Bolt. And I already passed. I would have been able to gain 9 if I had cracked the star there. We crack a Kuldotha Rebirth into Bushwhacker, so we will play Weather the Storm. Probably die here. It's in. We go to 10. We'll try the Refractor. We found the power plant, so we can star and then Deadly Dispute the star. Looking for a Weather the Storm again. Mirror Retriever. We can at least play the Retriever out. We found the Weather the Storm. Wow. Luck sack. Let's play the Weather the Storm, gain 12. Your turn. Okay, the deck worked. What do you got? Chain Lightning. Okay. Pass the turn. Play mine. We're gonna go makeshift munitions. Play Mirror Retriever. Pop one of your creatures. Get back the star. Then we'll play the star. Pop another creature. Draw a card. Play the expedition map. Pick out this creature. Pass the turn. So if we can find Mirror Retriever off the top, we're golden, but sketchy still. We need Fangren Marauder and Mirror Retriever here. We're going to get in for 4. We'll go to 9. They have 2 cards in hand. It's going to be sketchy. Wellspring would be good. They have another Kuldotha Rebirth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I just expedition map trying to find something good off the top here with the conduit pylons. But we're pretty close to dead. Candy Trail is decent. So now I have to pass. And then I probably have to throw the Refractor at one of their cards, their creatures. 3, 6. That way I'm not dead to a Lightning Bolt. They have a Goblin Grenade, so we're dead anyway. Alright, GG. Round 4. We have a decent start. Most of Tron, we got some things to do. I don't know what Quirin is on. Pass the turn. Chromatic Star, turn 1. Play Jagged Barrens. Okay, so once again, I'm feeling favored as long as we get Tron online and do well, but like in the other match there, we kind of just stalled out. They were really fast. But Jagged Barrens means that they're Madness Burn, which is not necessarily quite as fast. Opponent plays another Jagged Barrens and Epicure. So I'm going to start with Candy Trail and see if there's a mine on top. Nope. So let's bottom these. Play the tower. I'm going to gain the 3 life here so that I can play the Mirror Retriever to get back to Candy Trail. And a Deadly Dispute. Okay. Guess we can Deadly Dispute the Wellspring and then play the Mirror Retriever on the next turn. Our opponent suspends a Highway Robbery. We have a crop rotation. Okay, so we're going to green crop rotation this to get the mine. So we went from very little mana to very, very, very large amounts of mana. Play the Energy Refractor, draw a card. Finding Weather the Storm too. Okay, so the world is our oyster here. Play the Chromatic Star, crack for black. We can Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. We're almost close to having the combo. Okay, we have Foundry Inspector. So what does that mean? That means we can do most things. So go Foundry Inspector into Ashnod's Altar, into Mirror Retriever, sacrifice the Retriever, get back a card, play the Foundry, play the Chromatic Star, crack for green. Okay. Inspector, Altar, Mirror Retriever, crack this, get back the Chromatic Star, play the map, play the star, crack this star for green. Yeah, we didn't have enough to play the Golden Foundry too, so let's just Weather the Storm for 30 life. Turn 4. Yeah, that'll shut down a burn deck. Currently at 49. The Highway Robbery. I assume they go after the Foundry Inspector. They're going to discard instead of sacrificing a land. They use Fiery Temper. It's going to blast our Foundry Inspector into oblivion. Go straight to the graveyard. Okay, we're still at 49. Let's see if they start playing some sneaky snackers. They're going to Faithless Looting, so no snacker coming back this turn. They discard Alms of the Vein and a land. So we're going to go to 46. They go to 23. Now they're tapping red, probably a Bolt here. The Galvanic Blast putting me to 42, and now 41 off the Voldaren Epicure. They used a lot of resources to accomplish very little. Let's map, grabbing the Surveil land. See what's on top. Makeshift Munitions, I think I have to bottom it or graveyard it. This is a situation where this Pylons is not going very well for me, right? Because it doesn't do anything useful. Well, we don't need it to win. Let's play the Golem Foundry, play Ashnod's Altar, pass the turn. But we're looking for more card draw. Or a Mirror Retriever off the top would also win the game, obviously, like I said before. Okay, Vampire's Kiss. And then these are Demand Answers. And get in for 1. Now I'm going to Conduit Pylons again. I do want that on top because it is a trigger for the Golem Foundry. Our opponent's going to discarding a Sneaky Snacker this time. Let's see if they can bring it back. All they need to do is discard one more time and it comes right back to the table. But will it be useful? Will it be some value? Oh, second snacker to the graveyard. Now they've got 5 power on the table. That feels good for them. Okay, they're going to play a Kitchen Imp. So they're tapped out now. Okay, so you can go Foundry Inspector into the Energy Refractor and hope to get a good draw. Get in for 3. We go to 35. They're digging us back. Digging back in. We'll play the Foundry Inspector, play a Refractor. Now we have a Golem. Find Eviscerator's Insight. So the second Refractor is a good Eviscerator's Insight target. We don't need more than 1. Okay. So this is GG here. Candy Trail for 0 mana. I'll top these. Draw a card. Let's see how they feel about this. Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice Mirror Retriever, get back Mirror Retriever. So now that we have the Foundry Inspector in play, we have the ability to just heal through this turn and keep making mana for a while. That way we won't have to okay everything. Just get back the Retriever. After a little while of mana generation, we're going to try to just draw into another Foundry Inspector or a Blood Fountain so we don't have to click so much. We have 3 mana. You have to make sure that you're continuously floating mana for this to work on Magic Online. Let's make some mana. So at this point also, we do have the Eviscerator's Insight in the graveyard, plus Deadly Dispute in hand, so we have 4 cards that we can draw. And we're making golems at the same time. Start by Deadly Disputing the extra Energy Refractor. Well, maybe just the extra Ashnod's Altar here. Save some space. The expedition map. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Now we have enough to play the Mirror Retriever. And then use the Eviscerator's Insight. Although we probably want to just crack the map to get stuff out of the deck. Maybe Conduit Pylons here is a fine play. Another Mirror Retriever on top. Okay. So we can sacrifice the Mirror Retriever and get back the Wellspring to draw 4 cards. And then play out the other Mirror Retriever. Just trying to maximize the amount of stuff I'm doing, I guess. We've played 1 Weather the Storm so far. One is just letting us have the fun. We will get back the Wellspring. Play the Wellspring. Play the Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice it. Make sure that I'm still doing stuff. Go black. Eviscerator's Insight from the graveyard. Sacrifice the Wellspring. Draw 3 cards again. Any trail? Just looking for that extra Inspector. Bottom these ones. Do. Still do my thing. Alright, make sure not to sacrifice the Inspector. Let's gain some life and draw a card. There's the other Inspector, alright. So it's a lot easier now. Play Inspector. Now we just make infinite mana. Whee! Now I'm gonna see what I can actually accomplish here. Like, what can I draw into? Mirror Retriever. Okay, another Golden Foundry. Then can make black. Blood token, blood fountain. Alright, so at this point I feel like I want to see if I can draw into specifically another Weather the Storm. But I've won. Like, sort of wasting everybody's time. I'm here to take actions. I'm gonna take the actions. So here with infinite mana, we can Blood Fountain back the 2 Mirror Retrievers to just keep getting back all of our stuff. The only thing is that we don't have Conjurer's Bauble in the deck to be able to get back the makeshift munitions. Okay, I'm going to make black. We'll demonstrate the Blood Fountain loop. Get back the 2 Mirror Retrievers. Play the Mirror Retrievers out. Sacrifice Mirror Retriever for Blood Fountain. And then we can make black. Play the Blood Fountain. And then just loop a little bit for extra mana. Now we can Blood Fountain, getting back Inspector and Mirror Retriever. Play the Inspector, Mirror Retriever, and a Mirror Retriever. I did not find my Weather the Storm, but I should probably stop just screwing around here. Get back to Blood Fountain. Black. We'll play the Blood Fountain. Let's just discard and do some rummaging like them. Candy Trail. Just wanted to find my Weather the Storm. We'll bottom and bottom. Rummage again. And rummage again. Play the Chromatic Star. I guess I F6 now. I'll just make a bunch of golems. I don't think they have a board wipe. You can hold control and put the golems on the stack. Okay, and then just F6. And then I'm going to do my turn, yield until here once it's their turn, so I can just pass. There's not going to be a board wipe from them. Famous last words, maybe? I wonder what they were doing. Maybe they want to just like see what else is on top of their deck. So we have almost 60 power, maybe over 60 power on the table. They put themselves to 28. They're going to take out a Foundry Inspector probably. They want to make me use the triggers, like they could take out the Mirror Retriever. So if you're trying to time out your opponent here, what you'd want to do is bolt the Mirror Retriever so that I would have to respond and point the trigger at something. And just take out all the Foundry Inspectors. Yep. Pass the turn and attack. Yeah. I still don't know if the Foundry Inspector version is like necessarily better, but it definitely does a lot. Goes off pretty quickly. Okay, so post board. Same plan as regular burn. We're going to go makeshift munitions and get rid of our combo pieces. But we don't really care about the Krark-Clan Shamans as much. So we can get rid of these and bring in an Ancient Grudge, assuming they might have Nile Spellbounds or something. So this hand I think is keepable. We have stuff to do in the early game. We have a little bit of life gain. The only issue is just not having Tron, but they're slower than the other burn deck was, so it's probably not going to be a problem. They're going to ping us down to 19. You find Expedition Map. All right, I think I'm just going to play it. No Shatter, no Smash to Smithereens. We play Voldaren Epicure. We find crop rotation. So now we can map for mine. And then play Candy Trail. See what we see. We could potentially play out the Energy Refractor, but there's some sketchiness, and if they have a Smash to Smithereens, they get in for 1. Let's go Candy Trail. Power Plant on top and Weather. I don't think I want the Power Plant. Maybe I do. Let's keep everything. Just go Energy Refractor here. We're drawing the Power Plant. If we can fade a Smash to Smithereens, I think we're in a great spot. If not, it's gonna be sketchy. We'll have to draw 3. We'll gain 3 and draw with the Candy Trail, and then we'll have to play out the Mirror Retriever, hoping to use the Candy Trail. Okay, they got me. Fair enough. Land, gain 3 life, play out the Mirror Retriever. I think maybe we get back the Energy Refractor. They play a land. So definitely a risk with the Smash to Smithereens there. Looks like they're not going to attack, so they don't give me back the energy. They are going to attack, okay. We will block and get back the Refractor. Play the Refractor. Draw. We will go green. Drop the Power Plant from mine. Or tower. Play a land. Play a Wellspring. Draw a card. Play a Chromatic Star. Racket for green. Let's see what we draw. Expedition Map. Nice. Weather the Storm. So Expedition Map can pick up the pylons if they kill the Energy Refractor again. Then we can keep moving. They're going to Alms of the Vein. Puts me to 24. They're at 27. Another Jagged Barrens puts us to 23. Find the Foundry Inspector. I mean, okay. Foundry Inspector, that's a threat. Play the Expedition Map for 0 mana. They're going to bolt the Inspector. I think I'm going to Deadly Dispute it then. Although, I can get way more value by Deadly Disputing the Wellspring. Then maybe I can draw into another Deadly Dispute. Let's draw. Fangren Marauder. Okay. So that's dead. Dude. So 7 mana. Green. Play the Fangren Marauder. And pass. So all their blood tokens will gain me 5 life. Usually they scoop to this, unless they have cast downs in their deck. I would love to gain 5 life. They're going to play a Kitchen Imp. And they scooped it up. Nice. Okay, we'll go to round 5. Okay, round 5 versus Supermune. We have the Natty Tron. Okay, I'm keeping it. Candy Trail into Chromatic Star. All right, mine, Candy Trail, go. Let's see how we scry. Definitely don't need the crop rotation. I feel like the Deadly Dispute could be keepable here. We don't really have any Deadly Dispute fodder at the moment. We play an island. So I suppose we just go land and draw off the Candy Trail. The likelihood is that they're on either fairies or they like my lands. They're probably on fairies or Mono Blue Terror. I'm gonna draw a card. Mirror Retriever is pretty good because that's a great Deadly Dispute target. We can play the Chromatic Star and the Mirror Retriever and then Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever. Looks like they're on fairies. So we really need to resolve this Golem Foundry. We get in for 1. Okay. Plays a Hacker. Go tower into Golem Foundry. To Mirror Retriever. To Expedition Map. They Spell Pierce sets, it's fine. And Chromatic Star. So now I've got a 3/3 and a 1/1, both that can block. Oh, they're on Force Spike, not Spell Pierce. Okay. Kind of annoying. That's fine. So we can crack the map for the pylons, Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever, back the star, etc. They decided to attack. Okay, I'll make a 3/3. You have double snap. I'll block with everything. In case they have a mutagenic. They're going to kill my Mirror Retriever. Okay, I'll get back the Chromatic Star. We know they have the Brine Barrow Intruder. Play a Fairy Miscreant. They're probably on Spellstutter Sprite here. Go Conduit Pylons, check the top of the deck. Hacker Wellspring, nice. Put that on top. So let's play Chromatic Star. They play their Spellstutter Sprite. They don't. Interesting. They don't. They're just taking their time. The Spellstar sprite that was the most obvious Spellstar sprite that has ever occurred has now occurred. We'll play the Blood Fountain, and now we have a second counter. We can discard the Mine, play an Ichor Wellspring. Go ahead and attack. No reason not to. Any trail on the top. So let's see if they can ninja their Spellstar sprite and just keep countering all my stuff. They've got 4 mana now. Gonna get in for 2. Here comes a ninja. It's a big ninja this time. Okay. Let's make another golem. That was not necessarily needed. I will go Candy Trail, see if they want to counter that. It's really nice that we drew the Golem Foundry early here. Another Candy Trail is good. We'll draw. Play another Candy Trail. And Fractor Mirror Retriever. I'll top both of these. Play Chromatic Star. Then I'll let them go. I guess I'll attack with one of my creatures. They're going to flash in a Brine Bearer Intruder. Okay, so now I'm going to Deadly Dispute my Wellspring. Drawing a ton of cards. We draw the Refractor. Draw a Crop Rotation Mirror Retriever. Okay. They might have a Spell Pierce. Probably not. They're making my creature slightly smaller so they can just block it. Oh no, they don't want to block. I'm going to attempt to Crop Rotation. They let that resolve. So let's Energy Refractor. Yeah, play the Energy Refractor. And then we can draw with the Candy Trail. Just playing around Force Spike again. Oh, okay. Altar Tron, so that's the combo. You just have to force them to interact again and then go off. 5 mana for the opponent. They got a Spellstar sprite in hand. They're still attacking. Okay, make a creature. Echoing Truth is brutal, but not that unexpected. Let's see. I don't have any other cards they can draw this turn. Plays Of One Mind. This leaves up Counterspell. Play the Ashnod's Altar. And then we can just cast the Mirror Retriever because we can Blood Fountain it back. Letting the Ashnod's Altar resolve means that we win here. Sure. Blood Fountain is on the table though, so go black, or get back the 2 retrievers. Go black. And 4 mana. I guess they don't know we have a land in hand. But we could also sacrifice this Golem Foundry token, which probably makes sense because otherwise it will be very frustrating to click through. Let's go Mirror Retriever. And then start looping. Get back the Blood Fountain. We'll move this into the center of the screen as well. So it's 21-31. They scooped it up. Sweet. Thank you. And post board, we have the Scatter Shots specifically for this matchup. Makeshift Munitions is pretty good as well. Golem Foundry is very important. You don't really need this many Ashnod's Altars. I think I'm going to bring in the Fangren Marauders too. What I'd like to do is turn into a Bad Eggs deck. So we're cut the altars. We have Scatter Shots and Munitions. We have Fangren Marauder and Weather Storm. Get rid of one more Inspector. Also just get rid of 1 Crop Rotation. And then try to Natural Tron it up again. I think that the Foundry Inspectors are going to be pretty good. All right, we'll cut 1 Foundry Inspector. So now I'm just eggs drawn. I'm going to keep this based on we have some really high power things with the Golem Foundry and the Scatter Shot. We play a Fairy Seer. Looking for more lands, of course. We have double Scatter Shot. So Power Plant, play the Chromatic Star. Maybe it was bad on the draw. They're going to Ninja. They have a big Ninja. Okay. That's extra bad for me. Energy Refractor is nice. Let's play that. We're looking for a land. Wellspring is not a land. Now I feel like we're going to get buried, but we could still get there. Fairy Seer for the opponent. It's in for 2. Now they get an extra card off the Ninja. Okay, now if we can get them to counter, play the Wellspring. See if they Spell Stutter. Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. Now I'm going to crop this for a tower, and then draw a card. Play the Foundry Inspector. So now we have the Scatter Shots lined up. And then hopefully the Golem Foundry can resolve. We cannot block though. They're getting in. It also has 4 mana to play the Scatter Shot. And if they bounce my Energy Refractor, then I'm really dead. So I didn't think that one through either. Snaps the Foundry Inspector. Plays a Miscreant. And a Fairy Seer. There's Spell Stutter Sprite in hand. So let's go Candy Trail first. No response. Looking for a land. And top the Retriever. Top the land. Draw a card. Play a land. Play a Mirror Retriever. Storm is currently 2. So we're just going to let that resolve. Okay. Plan is to block the Ninja and get back to Candy Trail. They're getting for 4. I guess I'm kind of hoping they Ninja again. Then they will probably get blown out by the Foundry Inspector into Scattershot plan. Okay, they played a Moon Circuit Hacker, picking up their Spell Stutter Sprite. They have 3 on the table. Play Mirror Retriever, see if they want to counter. Play the Foundry Inspector. Nothing. Interesting. Okay, I'll just hang out then. I guess I could try just Scattershotting them. We'll see what if they do on anything on end step. Maybe they're prepared. I guess they're afraid of the Scattershot. They know it's coming. Getting in for 3. Okay, we're down to 7. Let's play the Golem Foundry. They cast their Spell Stutter Sprite. Maybe I should have played the Chromatic Star first for more storm count. Okay, make a red. Scattershot, target the Sprite, and target your other creatures. Probably Miscreant and Fairy Seer. So we need 2 of these to resolve. If I'd played the Chromatic Star first, I would have had double Scattershot here. That's going to resolve. Resolves. It resolves. Golem Foundry is not getting spell stuttered. Going to counterspell. Play a Chromatic Star. Crack it for red. Okay. Scattershot. Bam. Get back. Kill this one and this one. And then we'll put 1 more each on each of the ninjas. Maybe the Fairy Seer. Okay, everything is dead. We can attack for 5. Maybe I won't attack with my Mirror Retriever in case they have a flash creature. So they're going to eat the Mirror Retriever, maybe? No. Leaving back my Mirror Retriever. They're attacking. We will block. And I'm going to get back Golem Foundry. I really want the Candy Trail, but they could have another Spell Stutter Sprite. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Hard cast a Ninja. 1 card in hand. Play the Golem Foundry. And use a counterspell. So I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever and get back the Golem Foundry. Play the Golem Foundry. Play the Candy Trail. And then see what's on top. Chromatic Star and Insight. Really want to block there. But I'll take it. We'll top these. Draw a card. Play land. Play the Chromatic Star for 0 mana. And then we can play the Blood Fountain, which now gives us a 3/3 blocker. Yeah, sweet. That worked out really well. I didn't see that coming. I'm getting a little tired. And now we can eviscerate his Insight, sacrificing the Blood token. Awesome. And play a couple more 0 mana spells. I love it. Cost reduction is my jam. Pass. Now we can get back both Mirror Retrievers too. Very nice. I think we got there. We had both scatter shots in our opening hand. Unbelievable. They can't afford to attack. We'll make a golem. Finding a crop rotation isn't great. Let's map and get a pylons. Just see if there's anything up there that we care about in our deck. Our plant to the graveyard. Then I'm going to crack this for black. Okay, we drew makeshift munitions. So if this resolves, we basically win. I guess first I'm going to Blood Fountain back to 2 Mirror Retrievers. Then I will attempt to play the makeshift munitions. Does it resolve? Okay, Mirror Retriever. And another Mirror Retriever. Now I can attack you with my 3/3. And they're basically not able to play fairies anymore. Flashes in a Brine Barrow Intruder. Okay. So that makes it a 1/3. And then we can just throw a Mirror Retriever at that. Okay, that's fine. We'll shoot the ninja with the mirror retriever. We'll get back the blood fountain. This deck is so grindy and awesome. That's the turn. So now they're stuck with 2 Brine Barrow Intruders and 1 card in hand. What did they draw? Let's make a golem and see what they do. They're passing. Play the tower. A black. Play the blood fountain. Now I can just shoot this with my mirror retriever. So every 2 mana is 1 shot now. Play a mirror retriever again. Shoot this one. And then after this, we can start to like slow loop and get back all of our stuff by sacrificing the mirror retrievers. So the makeshift munitions is our like pinger thing. I mean, the fact that it resolved was awesome. Our draws were great. So not gonna lie. Just got really lucky for sure. Let's pop this one. Mirror retriever. Back mirror retriever. I'm gonna make a green and crop, well, let's just play the mirror retriever and then loot away or rummage away the crop rotation with the blood token. Finding a weather the storm. Yeah, that doesn't matter here. Attack. They go to 11. We've got 13 power, so I think we're gonna win. Fairy Seer. They can scry 2. What did they scry? Let's see. All right, GG. We win the match. Let's go back to the deck. Was this faster than normal? I'm not sure. Was it better than regular Altar Tron? I don't know, but casting spells for 0 mana feels really good. So I'm going to stick to this for a moment. If you have any input on how to build this deck, what you think may be better or worse, or parts of the games that I misplayed, let me know. Thank you for watching. # still listening. We'll see you in the next video.